Hello guys, so for this video I'm gonna just introduce in the separate page prototype in XD. So like the long page side, we're going to actually you need to break your page into a separate page. You know, the second the separate sections. You need to, you know, also if you want to do some kind of interactions, like for me, I'm gonna click on this icon, the navigation open up. So you need to actually make this secondary page for that. And also I got a drop down menu. So when I click on the project 3, the drop down menu just open up. So you need to actually make this out. And for the second interaction I'm gonna apply is that to switching the image. When I click on this dots, the images change. You know, so you need to based on the quantity of the images you want to apply. So you need to actually design all the pages out on in the Illustrator. And when you click on the the icons, I can open up a full size image. So this is the third interaction I want to apply to my page. And the fourth one is that when I click on the this kind of arrows, it will actually switching the pages. So go back and forth. So this is pretty much I already made all the pages out. So just go to the XD, open up the XD. So I'm assuming that you are using the latest version of the XD. So you can actually directly open the AI files in the XD. So teaching. So this is my pages. I can actually open this up. It will actually take a while because I'm using some of the high quality images. So just wait a while for the loading. And make sure everything you need to list out so you will be able to do the prototype. So this may take a while. So don't actually, my recommendation is that don't actually do too much pages, it's because it may actually slow down your the speed for loading. So that's it for my page. So let's start in prototype. Before that, I need to actually do save as, so pages. So let's start with the prototype. So my idea is that when I click on this icon, it will open up the navigation. So when I click on this little icon, my navigation will be closed up. So let's take a look. So as you can see, this will do the and the one thing I wanted to mention is that when I click on this artboard, as you can see, my height is not actually reached the 760. That's I believe that is okay for you. But my recommendation is that you need to actually make each page at the same size for the height, so you will be able to easily to switch between the pages. But for me, actually, as you can see that for my last artboard, it's kind of long. So I'm gonna make a scrolling for that. So in the design, let me make sure all the pages are. So for the artboard one, for the first line, there is no need to change any size, no need to apply the scrolling. But starting from the second line, as you can see, the height is actually changed to the 794 point. So I need to actually keep the same size as the first line. So I'm gonna just grab the value from the first image, apply to the second line. And hit vertical. So as you can see that there is a little bit size changing. So when you just move this back, you will get this blue dash line. So when you preview this one and scrolling, you can see a little scrolling for your page. So when I going to so I'm going to switch in both of this page. So my idea is that click on the arrow, it will actually switch to this page. So let me take a look. So when I click on that, it will actually just switch to this page. So for this one, I'm also wanna do so when I click on this, it will actually go back to this page. So I'm gonna keep that, and let me just preview. Click on that, go back, so go back and forth. Can be go back and forth. And let me see what kind of. Oh, I forgot that I've also got a submenu. So my idea is that click on the project 3. We'll open up this kind of submenu. So I'm gonna keep the animation the same as the dissolve. And also for this page, when I click on the project 3 again, it will actually closing the the drop down menu. So let's preview. So when you click on that, it will actually open up. So the idea is that just switching back and forth. So we will get this kind of effect. And also, I also want to do a link for this one. When I click on the this arrow, it will switch to this page. So that's the same thing for that. Group this together. So let's preview. So I'm thinking that let's just do a preview. So it will make more sense. So click on that, I can open up, you know, all the links, and I can actually click that, just go back to this page. So also I want to do a link. So for the education, this one will actually just link to the education. So my education is here, so my starting page is here. And for my design skills, it will actually link to this page. So design skills will link this page. And for the 5 food, still on this page. And for the website, will be the last page. Zoom out, find out my last page. Here you go. So let's just take test. So I click on the education. There is the. So actually, I didn't actually do the design skills. So as you can see, we can just go to the skills. So I already linked that page. So the next step is that let me make sure that I already made a scrolling. So I only made this page scrolling. I need to actually keep all the pages in a scrolling. It's because my size is not the correct size. So just grab the first line value, apply to the second line, vertical. Just drag back to the size. Do the same thing for that. Vertical. Drag back. Also do the rest of the pages. This one is 768. So I'm thinking that because I need to keep the 40, so 740, so it's also need to do a little bit scrolling. So in order to avoid this kind of problem, just just keep the 768 for all the pages. So you won't actually get this kind of tricky scrolling. So the last page, the longest page. Scrolling. And just drag back to the final size. Let me save that. And let me just do a quick preview for that one. So yeah, as you can see, it will be actually, for this one it's also scrolling, which is really good. So the next step I'm gonna do is to switch in the images. So my idea is to click on this one. I'm gonna choose a none. So you will see the effect. Also keep none. And for the last, let me just, so I'm gonna do the last dot first. Will not actually cover the, here you go. And also this one should be linked to the last page. Make sure all the pages, just like what we did for the HTML CSS, make sure all the pages need to be linked together. so make sure there is no dead end. And for the scrolling, so these should be, go to this one. So for this time, I'm actually choose slide up. So this one should be go back. It can be slide down. Same thing for that. Slide up. We'll actually go back to the first page. And this one can go to this page. Will be slide up or down. Slide up. Yes. So the upper arrow go back to the first page, and down arrow will be linked to the next page, and it should be a slide down, right? Should be a slide up. Yeah, actually, every time I did this, I always confusing that. So make sure this one is slide up, slide up, slide up, and so for these arrows, it will do should we still do a slide up? And these arrows will go to this page. We'll slide down. And another idea is that when I click on the first, we'll open up a Fullsize. I'm gonna do a dissolve. You can actually do a ease in, ease out, but I don't wanna do too much complicated for this demo. So when I click on the cross mark, we'll close this back to this page. So I believe I already linked all the pages together. So let's starting with the first artboard and take a look at that. Starting from the first, click on that, open up, click on that, close up. Click on this and we'll go to this page. Actually switching. So did you see the effect? So for this, I didn't use any, the dissolve or slide. So just keep none for the transition. So we will get this kind of effects. But based on your design, you can actually click on the whole image and open up a full size of image. So let me, this page also can be scrolling. So you can see the effect. So this is scrolling up, scrolling down. And this page a little bit scrolling. So for this page, I add interaction that when you click on this, you will open up a full size, closing that, click on that, closing that. And for next page, this page can scrolling. So I didn't add any interaction on this page. Basically, just can go back and forth, back to this page. Also can go on this page I can also slide on the next page. It's because I link everything together. So make sure there is no dead end. So on this page I can also go back to the first page. I can actually still doing the and also for the drop down menu, and go to the last page. So click, go back, and go back. So find food, go this page. So you can see that all the pages, all the functions, all the interactions are working right now. So I believe this is pretty much what you want to do for the prototype, for the separate pages. So this one is actually making more fun, and I highly recommend you guys to do the separate page for the for the layout. So it will be more interesting than the long page. So I believe that's it for this video. So thank you for watching.